Hello everyone, I'm Sunny, and you're listening to Sunny on Air. We meet again every Tuesday at 10 p.m. on Tran Nguyen's YouTube channel. I'll try my best to release podcasts regularly every week to connect and chat with all of you. I wonder how you've all been doing lately. Are you all right? Have there been any joys or sorrows in your life recently? Sunny is really curious and would love to know. Please share your thoughts in the comments below so Sunny can read them. As for me, I've just been through an exam. It wasn't necessarily huge, but it was essential for my future plans. I've been studying diligently to pass this exam, and I'm so happy that now I'll have more time to focus on creating content and sharing more with you all. Let me tell you about something. Honestly, lately, I sometimes feel sad without really knowing why. There are days when I just feel a casual kind of sadness, for no particular reason, or sometimes it's just the pressure I put on myself that suddenly makes me feel down. Whenever I feel sad, I always turn to exercise, whether it's running or swimming. That day, however, I went to a dance class. The interesting thing is, this dance class was one I normally don't attend everyone, because in my usual gym area there are many dance styles and Zumba is one I rarely do. However, that day, for some reason, I just went out of habit. When it was that time, I just checked which class was available and walked in. But because of that, I met some lovely new people. Among them, an older woman saw me and came over to ask, "Hey, are you Sunny? I follow your channel a lot. It's so positive." I really love it. Oh my goodness, she was so sweet. But that's not all. The best part was this. When we were exercising for an hour during the class, we were all so energetic, so enthusiastic, dancing with all our might. And she danced so beautifully. She's older than me, much older, but she danced with so much passion and fire, even more than I did. Watching her dance, I was completely captivated, absolutely mesmerized. Then, the happiest moment was when we left. It was the first time we met, and we might meet many more times since it's a place where everyone works out. However, the way she spoke to me, I felt as if she truly cherished this encounter. She put her arm around me and told me, "Even though I'm older, I really love your content. Thank you so much for sharing those positive things with everyone. Please keep making more. I'll always support you." You have no idea, at that moment, I was genuinely so touched, so incredibly grateful and moved. Actually, I've received many messages from you all, and every time I read them, I'm very thankful and emotional. But today, having an older sister say those words to me right at our first meeting. Sunny has encountered similar situations in real life before, but today, I was feeling quite sad. Then, suddenly, hearing her words, I felt as if my day had become so much more complete and meaningful. I asked her, "How old are you, sis?" And she replied that she was 37. I then said, "Oh my goodness, you dance beautifully. Thank you so much, and I'll keep trying my best." So, we parted ways after that dance class, but I left feeling absolutely wonderful. You know, sometimes, just small, lovely gestures like that can make someone else's day so much better. It costs nothing to choose kind words to please others. But Sunny understood that she must have had love in her heart to be able to give so freely like that. The love Sunny is talking about is something broader than just romantic love. Love is something through which we can express affection, gratitude, and care for everything around us. It could be another person, a tree, or an animal. We live in this life, drawing closer to each other because of love, but then sometimes it's also because of love that we hurt each other. In the name of love, we inflict pain. Love itself can make us soar to heaven, but it can also cast us into the abyss of hell. So, ultimately, is love heaven or hell? Life has changed so much recently. Many people choose to be single, no longer wanting to marry. They've lost faith in love and even less in marriage. They see too many broken relationships around them. Some people choose to marry simply out of fear of loneliness, preferring to have someone to care for, someone by their side, but they don't truly achieve the happiness they desire. People are starting to love animals more, adopting dogs, cats, and showering them with so much affection. Many of my friends live alone with 2 dogs and a cat, caring for them daily. It's tough, but because of love, they don't find it arduous, they find joy. It seems that loving humans has become too exhausting, so young people nowadays choose to love animals or objects, plants, their hobbies, nurturing their own world instead of nurturing love for another person. Why has it come to this? It's understandable and headache-inducing. I do see happy couples around me. They are happy and live in peace. However, it's not always constant happiness. Sometimes they argue, sometimes they reconcile, and sometimes they just love each other. It's a cycle. You might ask, what about me? Do I believe in love or not? Do I think love is heaven or hell? I'll answer that question later. First, I want to share a passage from Osho's book that I really cherish. The book is called Women, and in the chapter on love, there's a beautiful passage I want to share with you. What is love? It depends. There are as many loves as there are people. Love also has hierarchies, from the lowest rung to the highest, from sexuality to superconsciousness. Love has many layers, many facets, and it completely depends on you. Therefore, the answer to whether love is heaven or hell is given by us, not by a single definition for everyone. In this book, Osho states that at its lowest level, love is merely a political relationship, while at its highest, love is a state of spiritual consciousness. Let me explain it a bit more clearly for you. The author says that most people are at the lowest form of love, where we want to dominate the other person. We have too much possessiveness, too much jealousy. 99% of it is bitter, with only 1% being the sugar you coat on the outside. And that's why many people believe love brings more suffering than joy. The author says that at its highest level, love is a state of spiritual consciousness. It is something much greater than romantic love. This love has no motives, asks for nothing. It simply gives because it wants to give. It's like the love of the Buddha or the love of God because it has no purpose. Love here is a state. It is no longer a specific target or a means, like we must love this person or that person, but simply to love, and you are love. Each of us is love, and we have love within us. Instead of saying you love someone, it would be better to say you are * love. This can only happen if love becomes increasingly sacred in its essence. He shared that we will have to ponder it and may not understand it immediately, depending on the stages of our lives. When we read authors' books, we gradually understand more, because a book is just words, but each person's level of understanding will differ based on our experiences. Reading this book at 18 will feel different from reading it again at 30. So, according to the author, at its highest state, all notions of love disappear. It's no longer a concept, but simply your very being. And when there is no motive, love is the most wonderful thing that can happen to anyone. Every time I read a book I truly cherish, I eagerly look forward to sharing it with you all as quickly as possible. I've read this book many times, and each time I have a fresh feeling because, depending on different life stages, we focus on different aspects. And at this time, I'm focusing on whether love truly brings happiness to people, or if we are merely hurting each other in the name of simple love, and what can be done to make love more beautiful so that more people can be happy. Why do most people turn love into hell? Because we've never felt complete within ourselves, we've never felt all right alone. We fall for someone very quickly just because we feel inadequate. I have to love and marry right away because I'm getting old now. Every night when I come home, I feel so lonely. I guess I have to start a family. I guess I have to meet someone. Oh, this person cares for me, gives me many things, so I'll just love him. Our love always has some purpose. We even calculate the benefits of loving someone or being with someone. And of course, everyone has selfishness, and we want that person to be solely ours. It's the same with friendship or love. When our best friend hangs out with someone else, we feel uncomfortable. And of course, when our lover meets other people, even if there's no intimacy, we will feel extremely, extremely uneasy. It's really hard not to fall for all those temptations, isn't it? So what can we do? The only way is to temper ourselves, everyone, like practicing a spiritual discipline. We must practice daily by seeing ourselves as love, as a source of loving energy, and anything around us, we can have unconditional love for it. It's not that I must have a lover, I must have someone for it to be called love. I always have love, it always exists here. It's just a matter of who is by my side at that moment. It sounds easy, but it's genuinely difficult. It comes from our consciousness when we see love as a state of being, and it needs to be honed and nurtured every day. If you are currently facing challenges in love, we should slow down a bit to reevaluate everything. Do we truly love the other person, or are we just loving ourselves? We hurt each other like this because of selfishness, greed, and delusion. As long as those persist, our love will hardly be heaven. And it turns out, true love requires immense courage, because the basic requirement of love is to cast aside the ego. We humans crave love, yet at the same time, we cling tightly to our ego, and perhaps we haven't truly loved, haven't truly known what love is. As I share these things, I also look back at myself. It's not that I have perfect love or always see love as heaven. I'm just like you all, a child craving and wishing to be loved. When we stumble and falter, thinking we're wise, but it turns out we're foolish, thinking we know everything, but it turns out we're just naive. Yet, I still choose to believe in love. I still believe in the beautiful things it can bring. But perhaps on this journey, I will have to temper myself greatly to learn how to love someone, to set aside my ego, so that this love exists as a state, not for some purpose or benefit. Even though many people are suffering because of love, and many don't believe in it, I still believe that true love is something that can heal hearts and make us live happier than ever before. I still believe that someone will come and love me unconditionally, just as I offer unconditional love to them. Belief is one thing. From that belief, I will need to nurture it daily. Because truly, for me, although love is not everything, it will also be a very large part of life. And there's a saying I still remember: you will not truly live until you know how to love. What about you all? What do you think? Some people don't need romantic love and still live very happily, right? Love is not merely romantic love between a man and a woman. Love now is greater. I must cultivate a greater love, and I am asterisk love. I am a state of love. My existence in this life is asterisk love. And you know, all of you listening to this podcast, you are also love. Happy marriages will create happy families. Happy families will create happy children, and they are the foundation for a happy world. Sunny still hopes that we think of love as the most beautiful and most innocent thing. Let's be gentle with each other, love each other, think of each other, hug each other when we're tired, understand each other during arguments, talk to each other, confide in each other, overcome difficulties together. You will find happiness. Happiness is always in your hands, in your decisions. Thank you all so much for listening to today's podcast from Sunny. I wish you all a good night, and I'll see you in the next episode.